under protest?
Just you're only able to protest on certain grounds.
That's correct.
Just so maybe you are, just so it's clear.
465 through 469. We heard that.
And I want to say this is not an easy decision to make. Why is not that voucher a lot?
May I just make a comment? Thank you.
Go ahead, Mr. Rock.
There are many residents of this town who were very uncomfortable with the arrangement of Bloomingburg hardware selling to this town. Mr. Stoloff, you were perfectly okay with it. And you rehired this attorney, which I also think is an issue. There are other people. There was Mr. Verdun, whose print shop. He sat on our zoning board, and he sold to this town. Mr. Tex sells sand and gravel, and we've been told that, well, it's a state bid. I'm not so sure about that. So I would like, so we don't get into this problem again, for this town board, well, Mr. Verdun no longer serves this town, so I'm sure now it's fine for him. But I question that, and I would like to know when and how Mr. Tex can sell to this town when he sits on our planning board.
When has Mr. Ted sold this?
It's been in the vouchers.
Has yet to come across in front of me.
No, not in front of this, not this administration, but in the past. I'm not blaming you, Teddy, but I'm saying there is a pattern, and the residents of this town have brought it to the town councils, and we've always had wonderful excuses why it can be done and why it isn't. So don't worry, what do you mean? No problem? Well, I guess there is a problem. The problem is why don't you tell Eileen what the problem is? That Bloomingburg Hardware sold things to the town. They're not happy about paying this bill. They are paying it. They all voted to pay it under protest. 103,000.
What?
How much?
No.
That's the total.
Total.
Yeah, that's right.
About $300.
Now, I have, this has been brought up many times before the board, and Judy...
You're absolutely right.
Right. And you as an attorney...
Don't sit there, Mr. Stoloff, making faces at us.
And you as an attorney...
Richard.
Okay, but she as an attorney and Mr. Stoloff were here. Now, they waited, Charlie, if Charlie didn't say for them to answer it, they wouldn't answer it. But I would think that it's part of their duty as lawyers. They must have something in the lawyer's code that would make that if they know there's something wrong, they should stand up and say something. Just like a doctor can't refuse you medical treatment if you don't have the money to pay it. I think there's got to be something.
It's not right for that man to do what he did before.
I mean,
Regina was told, okay? She was
told?
told not to. These bills just showed up in 2008. We did not see these bills prior.
You just okay to pay them though.
Under
Protest.
Because we used the stuff, chlorine for the swimming pool so the kids could swim in it.
Well, we asked you about these last year and probably the year before. And she's not the only one we asked you about. We asked you about Mr. Tex also.
And it was
The
turned
gentleman that's
out.
on the planning board with $39,000 of material last year.
We can look into this, we'll investigate the city council. We do know.
Which council are you going to seek? That's my question.
The city council.
Yeah.